What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Alright, so we have a new project on our desk, and you probably know what this is. I done an unboxing on it a few months ago, like last month or so. And this is the Alpha model Bugatti Chiron Sport full resin kit. So, just in case you don't know Alpha models, they're kind of hidden away. I know some people don't know them, but if you know hobby design, if you ever heard of a hobby design, they are mainly known for aftermarket parts for model kits. Well, mainly cars. Well, yeah, all cars, I should say. So they do aftermarket like seatbelts and all that kinds of stuff. And they also make resin, make aftermarket seats, resin, aftermarket wheels and tires, and they make really good aftermarket, like resin wide body kits for such as the Tamiya Toyota Supra. They make a wide body kit for that, which is like a bunny wide body kit. They also make maybe walk body kits for the Iwashima. I think there are a couple of Lamborghinis. So yeah, that's basically how we designed it. They mainly make aftermarket parts for model car kits, and Alpha Models is their second name brand, just mainly focus on full resin kits. So, and that's what this is. This is a full resin kit, nothing plastic. That's not your generic, your generic, plastic model kit or styrene kit, you should want to call it. So, like I said, it's all resin. The body, the wheels, the interior, everything about this thing is resin. So let's go ahead and show you what I'm doing to it. And the really cool thing is, a lot of guys on Instagram, they've been wanting me to do an Alpha model kit because they see my work, they see my YouTube channel, they see my Instagram, obviously, because they're from Instagram, and they're all saying, like, no, you need to do Alpha model kit, because I got so much feedback over there, and they said my models are fantastic, and they've been wanting me to do one of these Alpha model kits. So, and the Alpha models, they've been texting me, they've been wanting me to do one of their kits also, so I was like, you know what, let's break the bullet, let's go ahead and purchase one, and let's give one a try. So, right off the bat, so far, the kit is wonderful. I mean, I've never seen anything like this before. So, like I mentioned, it's all resin, as you can see. There's nothing normal about this, it's not your generic resin kit, it's all resin. So here's obviously your main body here, and it's basically in one piece, because I'll say most kits, you have your front bumper separate. Sometimes your side skirts will be separate, some markers will be separate, but in this case it's all molded in one piece, which is fantastic. And basically, only thing separate is the grills and stuff, and your mirrors, obviously, your door handles. So, and your spoiler in this case also. So just a few things separate, but nothing too major. So the cleanup on this kit this is probably the cleanest model I've ever cleaned, like body for a body. So Tamiya kits, you know how Tamiya kits, if you ever bought a Tamiya kit, they are really high quality kits. Tamiya, Iwashima, those type of kits, like Japanese kits. This is no other. This is probably the cleanest body I've ever seen and dealt with. And you might be thinking, well, this is all resin. If you know, like, aftermarket resin body kits from, say, Jimmy Flintstone, there's resin in the windows where you have to cut them out and stuff, and quite a bit of cleanup to do on those resin body kits. If you remember my 32 5-window chop coupe, I should say, I'll put like that video right there, which is a resin body kit I done, and that's, that body needed a lot of work. This is not the case for that. This is basically how it comes. The windows are pre-cut, there's no resin in there. There's actually no resin, there's no flash anywhere. So, like I'm saying, this is the cleanest resin body I've ever dealt with. So, basically, the only thing I've done was scribe out the panel lines, made them deeper. And my kit, this is probably not on all kits, just my kit had quite a few, like 3 or 4 nicks, like dings in this side of a grill, and I think 2 or 3 on this side. So got those sand out, and it looks pretty good. You can't see them at all. Sand them out, and they look fantastic. So, and pretty much just scuffed it up with 400 grit, because it is a resin. It can take a much rougher grit, and I smoothed it all out with 400 grit sandpaper, and then I smoothed it all out with 600 grit to get it ready for primer, and right now it's ready for primer. So yeah, it really such a beautiful casting. I mean, this thing is just incredible. So, and since you know your normal plastic kit, you have mold lines on your fenders, like such as like here, you know, or right here. This would be a mold line on a kit. In this case, there's no mold lines because it's a resin body. So that that right there is pretty insane how clean this kit is for being a resin model. So you do get your spoiler over here. Spoiler is molded in separate half. I got 2 of them. I'm not sure if that's a mistake or whatever, but it's kind of cool. I got 2 just because I messed up on 1. So that's pretty cool. You do have a choice to have this in an up or down position. And I do have some magnets. I did see a YouTuber do some magnets and he had it, you know, raised up and raised down with some simple magnets. So I might try to do that, but we'll see. Maybe I'll just glue it shut or just have it glued open. Who knows what I'll do. But the spoiler is molded separate. And I did mention your mirrors are molded separate. And here's your mirrors. I mean, look how tiny these are. And I did nothing to these, actually. I did nothing to them. I just cut off a tree and they're they're there. They're happy. You got your exhaust right here. Again, I did nothing to this. That's how clean this kit is. These kits are, I should say. So, and the wheels. Let's go ahead and show you the wheels. So you get your fat back wheels and your front skinnies. And for instance, I did nothing to these wheels. Absolutely nothing to these wheels. I did not even scuff them yet. So yeah, that just tells you how clean these kits are. I mean, incredible. So let's go ahead and show you. The really cool part is you got your dashboard. Now I want to show you a really cool thing is Alpha models, they do take things really detailed. I mean, you see this dashboard, it's completely stripped. So you have your AC vents here that are molded separate. Typically on a normal model kit that will not be separate, these will be molded in. In this case, it's molded separate. You do get your gauge cluster molded separate. And that beauty is right here. And that will just simply go on. Click in. Look at the fitment on that. There's no gappage, no nothing. That's insane. So, gauge cluster molded separate. And then you do have your center console molded separate, or centerpiece, and that beauty is right here. And I'll show you how it goes on. And voila. So the fitment in this kit is just incredible, absolutely incredible. So I absolutely love how they molded all that separate. It makes things a million times easier to detail paint. And for the version, the color combo I'm doing with my car is gonna make it 10 times, if not 1,000 times easier for me on that dashboard. And I show you a detail. Here's the steering wheel. I mean, look at that detail on that steering wheel. Your horn button is molded separate. So that just tells you Alpha models take things really serious, and they just make things a million times easier for you to detail paint them. So another thing is the door panels. The door panels is actually molded in 3 pieces, or yeah, 3. So you get your main bulk of it here. You do get your centerpiece, and then your door handle is molded separate. So I went ahead and I glued it all together right now because the version of the car I'm doing, the door panel is all one color. So, but this is molded separate and your door handle is separate, and that makes things a lot easier for you to paint. So you have a mask kit, because typically on some models of Bugattis, your door might be a different color, and then your centerpiece would be a different color, and sometimes your door handle would be chrome or silver or steel or whatever. So that's really cool they did that separate, but like I mentioned, I glued mine together right now because it's all one color for the version I'm doing. So that just saves me a little bit of time in the future. So, and for this being a resin kit, just have you know, these kits are not, they're all, I should say, all of them are, you know, curbside. So if you don't know what curbside is, obviously means there's no engine. So And in this case, for a Bugatti, it doesn't matter if it's a curbside or not, because you're not going to see the engine anyway. These Bugattis, like especially the Chirons and stuff, you never see the engine. To really get to the engine, you have to take the car, like the actual one, to a Bugatti specialist, and they have to take the whole back portion off, and I don't really know how they do it, but they do give you detail, obviously, and that's the top part of the car, or the engine to say, and I kind of show you how it goes on, and it simply goes on like that, clicks in, and look at that, pretty cool. And there's a piece that goes there, obviously, but yeah, it's just keep that in mind. These off-model kits, you know, for being full resin, there are curbside, because it will be pretty difficult for them to do an engine, because they have to do all these, you know, structures inside the body and stuff. So, but let's keep that in mind. And the kit, it does include a ton of photo edge, and this photo edge is very high quality. So you do get your disc brakes right there. I mean, that's pretty cool. And you get your plaque right there, which is fantastic for your display case. So that is really cool. And you get your grills, your windshield, and just a bunch of photo edge in here. There's like 5 or 6 sheets of photo edge in here, which is pretty insane and pretty cool at the same time. So that's all I want to show you right now. I don't want to make this video too long. So let's get to the body color. What color I'm going to do this body, or this car version. So the version I'm doing is the carbon edition. Now, you don't know what that means. It means the version I'm doing is halfway carbon fiber. So I'm gonna put some pictures of the actual car at the end of this video, but let's go ahead and show you the colors. So we are using splash paints, of course, and these are the colors we're using. So the red and the black. So the red from splash paints, I think this is like a Ferrari color. So for the red, might be getting where I'm getting at. The red is gonna be my whole front portion of the car. So up front to the doors, to right here to this line, and it's gonna soup up. So this is gonna be all red. This will be black, but all this is be red. And to this little corner here, it will be red also. So the whole front is red. Then where the black is gonna kick in, the black is gonna be in the front, or the front lower portion of the car, the splitter you want to call it. The side skirt to all the way to the back, and the whole back of the roof and stuff is all black. A-pillar, everything. So that's what I'm doing. And the carbon edition, might be wondering what the heck is a carbon edition. Again, you'll see some pictures of the whole. I have like a bunch of download pictures I'm trying to replicate and stuff, and I'll put those pictures at the end so you know where I'm getting at. But basically all the black, the front splitter, everything, the side skirt to the whole back and the roof and stuff, all this is going to be all carbon fiber. So be doing that with Skill Motorsports carbon fiber decals, obviously, and I will be doing a how-to video on how I do my carbon fiber templates, because I do get a lot of questions how I do them and if I can do a video on it, and this will be a perfect demo for that, because this will be pretty awesome to do, and you know, it's gonna be pretty darn cool at the end. So I'll do a how-to video. I'll probably do like a couple, you know, templates and stuff, and show you how the whole progress goes. I'm not gonna do a whole body, because this is gonna be, if I did a how-to video, this would be like an hour-long video, not longer. So I'll do a couple templates and just give you kind of a rough idea on how I do it. But all this is carbon fiber, and on the real car, and here's carbon fiber, but in this portion where the license plate is, it's not carbon fiber. So I don't really know why that is, but I'll just keep it as it is, because I do want to make this as close as possible to the real car. And for some reason, this right here is not carbon, which I don't really know why, but I might do that carbon, just make that a little better, but this I'll keep black. But the spoiler is carbon fiber on the top, and I think the bottom of the spoiler is the red. So, but that's pretty much about all we're going for on this kit. Again, a lot of guys been wanting me to do an Alpha model kit, and that's why I'm doing one. And Alpha models themselves, they've been wanting me to do one lately, so I went ahead and purchased one, and we're gonna be doing this one up for them. So this is gonna be a long project. This is actually a project I had scheduled for my build for this year. That's why I didn't go too crazy on my pro sheet build, just in case some of you were wondering. Because to be honest, I almost wasn't gonna join my own group build this year because I wanted to get this thing on the bench, and I kind of want to get it done before Acme this year because I do want to take this to Acme show. I think it'd be pretty darn cool. So, but glad I did a very simple kit for my pro sheet group build, and now we're onto this bad boy, and this is gonna be quite a project because of all the carbon fiber gonna go on the car and stuff. So it's gonna take a while. I'm gonna tell you that right now, but it's gonna be worth it at the end. So that'll be it for now. I do want to show you the dashboard again. Again, for the version I'm doing, the car dashboard is carbon fiber also. This is all carbon fiber, and I'm not sure about in here. I gotta look at some more pictures, but I don't think it's in here. But the gauge cluster is carbon fiber, so that's why I'm saying I'm glad Alpha models molded all that separate, so it'll be a lot easier to do carbon fiber on that. So that's where I was getting at on the dashboard earlier on, which makes things a lot easier. They molded all that separate on the dashboard. But other than that, this is going for almost 20-minute video, so I'm going to end it now. I'm going to put the pictures of the real car right here at the end. But let me know what you think about this build. But until my next video, I'll catch you guys next time. Enjoy the pictures.